Yo, 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 what is happening, my Twitch and YouTube peeps? It's your main man, Cop, here. Back with another quick stream for you. How's everybody doing today? Let's bring up the chat here. Hey, Laura. How's you doing today? Hey, DJ Money, how are you doing? I'm still alive. This is the important point here. I'm not 100% yet. Been off, but I couldn't be off for more than a week. I just couldn't do it. How's DJ Money doing today? Good, good, good. Well, as I say, I'm definitely not 100%. So,
hello.
I'm gonna try the
I hope to see you again.
a quick quick mount farming guide here, because we've got about 3 hours until the hockey game I want to watch starts. I still start my streams with yo yo yo, DJ. I like to be consistent. You know, it's a little bit different than what everybody else I know does, so I figured, why not? Why is it not something you enjoy? Hearing your main man Cop go yo yo yo. My monk's item level is 919, which is still a little lower than I'd like it to be. Honestly, I'm really hoping once Antorus opens up, I can really start to up my game with the item level and maybe even get in on some of my guild's good heroic clears. So I'm glad you agree. It's good to be different, for sure, for sure. The mount farming guide, I have a link in there in the description that I'm going to use. It gives you a plan on how to go through what you do and don't have. That's awesome, Elor. For sure, for sure. Aww. Well, I am honored that you missed me streaming. Both of you. I really am. The as I was saying, the mount farming guide, what it doesn't include Pandaria farmable mounts. But it's brand new to me, so I'm thinking, why not give it a shot? And what it does is, it only lists the mounts that you're eligible for. So we're going to see how far we can get in the next 3 hours in that list. But before I do that, I figured I'd grab a couple of the world bosses here in Pandaria and see if we can't get a mount off of them as well. So we're going to head to the Isle of Giants here and see if that Undasta will give us a mount. Yeah, I haven't done as much endgame content as I really would like to get my eye level up where I'd like it to be. So once I come back fully to 100% from, you know, being sick like I am, then we'll give it a shot and start pushing some more stuff. And after I do my 1-to-110 stream here early next month, which is in the link below there, you'll see there's a link below there that shows you the oh, my brain is just not working today. Show you the schedules I'd like it to be. And big old dinosaurs in this place. It is, I want to say 4 of 9 mythic, but I could be wrong. There's Undasta. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Stay up, stay up, stay up. Dang it! Hey, Vicky. I just missed out on Undasta again. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, I could be wrong. Again, I'm not 100% certain what our progression is, just simply because I'm not in the raid team. So. Yeah, Vicky, what we've been doing, what we're going to do today is we're going to spend the next 3 hours or so doing a little bit of mount farming. Then I've got to go watch a hockey game. And after that, I'll probably come and do a full gold farm. And I found a guide. It's 2:11 p.m. I found a website that gives you a map on how to efficiently farm mounts that you don't have. I have a link in the description there if you want to check it out. And we're going to try following that. But since it doesn't include Mists of Pandaria mounts, I figured I might as well, you know, do a couple of these world bosses first and see how that works for us. And oh, awesome! I actually can't wait to see it. That's going to be so cool.
I have many, many wares. May your feet find good trails.
broke down and spent a bunch of gold on this new mount here. I live in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And we're generally 7 hours behind the UK.
Many deals for a friend of the Grumbles.
Oh, you know, DJ Money, I think I've seen that before.
Friend of the Grumbles.
I can't say for sure, but I seem to recall seeing that before. Oops. Wrong button. Ooh, I got a companion off of that guy. I better learn that one. Now that's cute. We'll see, Laura. I don't.
I cannot attack that.
I'm not real fond of base reveals, just because, you know, I don't like my face very much. But we'll see. We'll see. At the moment, I don't own a webcam, so it would be really tough for me to do a face reveal. You never know.
I have many lucky doos you like. Good fortune to our friends.
As I say, should I ever own a webcam, I might consider it.
I cannot attack that target.
No, you're right. I positively don't like my face. How's that? No, I get what you're saying, Elor. I do. And I do try to be as positive as I can. Okay, take care, and hopefully we'll see you either for the later stream, or you can watch the VOD and have some fun watching us derp around for that. How does that sound? You have a good one, buddy.
I have many, many wares. Many farewells.
So, I'm gonna whisper this guy and warn him because I've seen like 4 allies stealthing around. Oh, he's gone. Absolutely no dinosaurs on this island at the moment. That's not good. So I hope everybody's having a good day today. I have missed streaming for you guys. I really have. Even if we're starting off with waiting for Undasta, still fun to hang out with y'all. Hey, Christian. Not much is up. We're doing a quick little mount farm here, and we're going to start off by killing Undasta as soon as he spawns again. Yeah, I haven't seen you in ages either. I have not been a well man. Let's just put it that way. It's the last little while.
It is too far.
My throat is still a little scratchy, so I do have to apologize for that.
Out of range.
Hey, Cupcake. Yeah, I couldn't go more than a week. My throat is still a little scratchy, and I'm still in a little bit of pain here and there, but I couldn't do more than a week without streaming. I just couldn't. So we're gonna do a quick little bit of gold farming, and then I got a hockey game I gotta watch later on, and then I'm gonna do some gold farming later. Yeah. I got a nice Oreo flavored milkshake here, soothing my throat as best I can. And just waiting for Undasta to spawn.
It is too far away.
He died like 10 minutes ago, so it should be soon. Hey, no worries, man. Life gets in the way, you know? No worries. I hope your girlfriend is doing better. I hope it wasn't anything too serious. And on a more positive note, how are the projects you're working on going? Like I say, don't worry about not showing up. Hey, I appreciate the support, because I know you're supporting me one way or t'other. Well, it's cold and it's smooth, so I figure why not. Hey, Witchy. I'm still nowhere near 100%. But I couldn't take not streaming anymore.
I have many lucky doos you like. May your feet find good trails.
And how is Witchy doing today?
I have many, many wares.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Christian. That's horrible. That is absolutely horrible.
I do not have a target.
Unbuilt furniture. I used to do that all the time when I was a kid. I used to work at a home hardware. here in Canada. And most of what I did was unload furniture from the delivery truck and assemble it in the store and carry around 50-pound bags of cement and fertilizer and all kinds of stuff like that. It began to feel like a pack mule back then. Acute brain hemorrhage. Yeah, that's not good. Glad it was a false alarm for sure. Oh, that's nice, Switchy. I'm glad to hear that. I hope they're really nice. I do. Undasta here died about 13 minutes ago, so should be spawning any second if it's on a 15-minute timer, which is what I think it is. And just gonna do a bit of a nice little 3-hour mount farm. There's a kind of a new website I found that gives you a planner for how to farm your mounts out, and I got a link there in the description. There's nothing wrong with Walmart brand. I really like some Walmart brands, especially groceries. Some of their great value stuff is just awesome. Much nicer than some of the other stores' brands. For sure.
I have many lucky doos you like. Farewell, friend of the Grummels.
Here you go, Undasta. I feel bad this poor shaman's gonna miss out. No, sorry, I have been sleeping a lot. And I mean a lot.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummels, like you.
Hey, Ethan. I have been very, very sick. I'm trying to bring you down. But yeah, I've been very, very sick. In fact, I'm still not 100%, but I couldn't take not streaming again, so. Yo, Johnny Fox, how you doing? How you been doing, Ethan? We're just going to do a couple of these world bosses here in Pandaria, and then we're going to oh, thanks, Ethan. It's as I said in that one video I put up about why I hadn't streamed, is I get sick like this a couple of times a year where it's really, really bad, and I'm just useless for everything. I'm glad to hear you've been doing good. You know, I haven't seen Metro's stream lately, so I was kind of wondering, because I know he was really busy last week. It's probably just that time of year. But yeah, I get horribly, horribly ill a couple times a year, and unfortunately this was just it, and it just interrupted the schedule. Better now than, you know, the day before I was to do a 1 to 110 stream, because that would be completely horrible. So I'm thinking tomorrow we do a kind of a mega stream, and we see just how many levels we can get in on our intrepid hero Ratnalunda for viewer content day, since casual leveling of her is currently winning the poll. Oh no, I don't want to go too far into it, because I don't, you know, I'm not after sympathy, but I've been really, really ill since I was probably 3 years old. It's one of the reasons why I can't work. I get chronic ear infections. I'm almost never without one, but a couple of times a year they flare up so badly that it's just, I'm incapable of handling it. Like, most of the time I can block out the pain of them and at least function somewhat, but a couple of times a year they spread from just being an ear infection to be an entire head and chest and stomach flu. It's really bad. Yeah, it's very similar to that. It's essentially the only time if I get sick, it's in my ears. And a couple of times a year it gets really bad where it spreads to other part of the body. Again, I don't want to get too much into it, bring the stream down and gross people out and stuff like that, but like I say, most of the time I can just block out the pain that it causes 24/7. So no, DJ Money, this is on Firetree US. November 8th till through the 11th, that is going to be a normal 1 to 110. We're going to do it straight through. Will do. Will do. I will do my best to keep my sickness in Alberta. Honestly, I do my best to keep my sickness away from everyone. Oh, I'm not going to sleep during that time, Christian. I don't sleep during my 1 to 110s. I think this is where Galleon is, right here. This little patch right here. Oh yeah, there's another player. So I think that we can safely say this is where Galleon is going to be. Gnomish Warrior. Death Knight. Warlock. Oh yeah. No, when I do the 1 to 110, it's the whole point of it is to not sleep. Do it all in one sitting. No dungeons, no experience pots. I'll probably take advantage of... No, it won't take 96 hours, Christian. That's the thing. The whole idea is to see how long it can take. It's probably going to be somewhere between 48 and 60. So... yeah, and that's why I'm doing it that week, as I'm going to take advantage of the Dark Moon Fair. I use the Dark Moon Fair to kind of, compensate for the fact that I'm not doing dungeons. Of course, it doesn't give anywhere near as much extra XP as dungeons, but it keeps the stream moving and keeps the leveling moving along. Yeah, I did that last time. Last time was a really I got really unlucky. I hate to use the words lucky because I don't 100% believe in luck, but you know, with what happened the first time, and then what happened with the second time was my hand started to cramp up because I tried to do it twice in the span of 3 days. No, Paladin, always Paladin. Till I get it done, we're gonna do a Paladin. I'm still working on deciding what race and server and all that, so I think much of the gold farming I'm going to do in the next couple of weeks is going to be for setting that up. But we'll see. A hunter would be fun, and you know what? Maybe we'll do that in December. You never know. Because I'd kind of like to do one per month, see how it goes.
Good to see you again, Grandmaster.
Nice. Well, I'm glad I'll be with you there, buddy. So as I say, as soon as we're done killing Galleon here, we'll start on the planner that you know, I've often wondered if Rookmar was killable. Soloable, rather. Although I suppose if he drops him out, there should always be almost be a couple of people there. Nice! I don't want to be a dick, but pardon my French. Should I actually mount up on something a little bit more rare than this Grandmaster's Companion? Yeah. Let's do that. Let's find something just a wee bit more rare.
Farewell.
Again, sorry if I have to clear my throat a bunch, guys. It's a bit unavoidable. So what you're saying, Witchy, is I should ensure that somebody else pulls him and tanks him, and I just DPS him. But yeah, as soon as we're done with Galleon here, I think what we'll do is we'll follow that little guide and we got some gold at least. Ooh, and a piece of BOE gear. It apparently sells for a decent amount. Excuse my French is a way of saying pardon me for saying something less than polite. Okay. I probably won't leave you ever again there, Johnny, but from time to time, a couple of times a year, I'm gonna have to take a little bit of a break. Just because we'll be in no condition to stream. could really butcher some of the French. In Canada, because there are two official languages, English and French. All the products have to have English and French on the labels. So as a kid, you would always read, you know how you would always read cereal boxes as a kid. Well, our cereal boxes would have English and French on them, so we would always read the French as well. See, in the States, the back of a cereal box almost always had something for the kids to do, a game or a maze or, you know, some kind of thing that they could play with while they were eating their breakfast. In Canada, the back of the cereal box was just the front, but in French. Okay, first step in our grind is we're going to go and run Vortex Pinnacle 10 times. And I will keep count on my little piece of paper so that we only do it 10 times. I'm really quite interested to see how this website does for planning out mount grinding, mount farming rather, time-wise, how it works out. So, no, normally if we do a normal mount farm and we include the Pandaria ones, it's usually over 4 hours, so interested to see how this works out time-wise. That'll teach me to be Alt-Tab while flying on a flight, flying without a flight path. Now, just for reference, I wasn't getting lost. I just wasn't paying attention. Nobody go tell Zetsu nothing. I didn't get lost. Remember if it's the lower or the upper one of these two little ones. Yeah, the upper one. You heading out there, Christian? Good, good. Well, you have a great night too, and I am glad to be back, and I'm glad to have you back in the stream for a bit. If you want to see how it all works out, the VOD will be out online as soon as the stream's done. Nice, man. Take it easy now. Alright. Spin it to win it.
I need a target. I am out of range.
Alright. Alright, you darn dragon. You've been avoiding me for too long. Give me my mount. Oh, that's not a mount. That's an axe.
I have many lucky doos you like.
There we go. Now let's try this on normal. Ah. Probably shouldn't show that on stream.
I need to get closer.
Whew. Everybody's so quiet today. Well, if you're just joining us, we're doing a little bit of mount farming. We're following a new guide that I found online to expedite and speed up the mount farming process. And I'm going to stream probably for about 3 hours, be done at about 5 o'clock Mountain Time, or 7 o'clock Eastern, if you're in the States, or on the East Coast, rather. If you're in the States. Look at my mind not working today. My mind just not working at all today. Vertex Pinnacle. Come on, you darn dragon. Give it up. Boy, he likes to give me that axe.
Many deals for a friend of the Grumbles, like you.
Oh, sure, if you're done. Absolutely, Vicky. Are you going to bed right away? I think what we'll do tomorrow is try and get a nice good long stream in and see if we can't get a whole whack of levels for our intrepid warrior Varatnalinda. Hey, don't apologize to me. I know it's a lot later where you're at. I would be honored if you would send it to me. Just let me know when it's sent, and if you want, I'll show everybody on stream. I've been a huge fan of grinding in this way, but it did get us that that mount from the stone core, so now it's just a matter of getting the Drake in here to give it up. I hope there's nothing seriously wrong for you at the eye clinic there, Vicky. And when you're done, if they haven't done too much to your eyes, you can come home and watch us do a bunch of casual leveling.
I have many wares.
There you go. You know, guys, since our time is so limited today, why don't we do it like this? Why don't we pretend that that was 10 runs? and go on to the next step in our guide here. Because the next step in our guide is actually a little bit more fun and interesting. It's to run Dragon Soul. Rather than sit here and, you know, take a couple minutes per run. At least that way you get to see something a little bit different. Oh, you suffer from migraines. Sorry, I didn't see that to begin with. Maybe I should get my eyes checked. I suffer from those quite a bit myself. And I know that I'm really, really sensitive to light and heat. And because of my ears, sound. So it's one of the reasons why I enjoy winter and you know, fall and winter as opposed to spring and summer more, because there's less light. It's a lot more comfortable for me.
Yes. Stay the course.
Like I say, guys, if I seem a little bit more derpy than normal today, it's because I'm still not thinking 100% clear. Well, I sure hope they can do something for you there, Vicky, because I know what migraines are like, and I know how debilitating they can be. Yep, herp-a-derp. I'm just trying to put something cogent? I think that was me combining the words cogent and coherent together. I'm just trying to put together some coherent sentences and have a stream that somewhat makes sense. Oh dear, oh dear. If nothing else, at least we all got to hang out for a little bit. Yeah, well, I would imagine the colors would come out a little bit lighter. Only because there's more light being reflected on them, right? What the heck? I've never seen this guy before. What is this guy doing? The Tavern of Time.
Light bless you.
Didn't even know that was a thing. I'm coherent. Well, I'm glad we could grind together there, Johnny. I'm actually glad, like I say, I enjoy spending this time with you guys, so. Even if it's subjecting you to sick cop, I'm glad we could hang out for a bit. Listen to me create new words like cogerent, vorps, set properly. Whew. Got a little bit dizzy there for a second. Whew. Oh, pardon me, I don't mean to yawn in your ears.
Warcraft accord. Attack!
This cannot be. The tower must.
Advance! Twilight's hammer is retreating. The temple is ours. Fortify your positions within.
Many deals for a friend of the Grumbles. Like you. Good fortune to our friends.
Vala con Shalovia. Don't sacarlo lanzó.
Wow. Wow. That is awesome. Did you want me to share that with the stream there, Vicky? Okay. Let me just scroll down here and find what I need to find. Wow, I am just totally not into it today. Whew. Whew. Take a look at that, everyone. That's just amazing. You can see the duality in it, you know? You can see the woman changing into the wolf just inside it. Hey, Zetsu. How are you? Vicky here was just sharing a drawing with us. Her wolf drawing. I really like it. I think it's just amazingly done. IRL, apparently the lines are a lot darker. But even still. I am still quite ill, but I'm toughing it out because I couldn't take going more than a week without a stream. So we're trying to do a light stream for a few hours and get a little bit of mount farming in and see what drops. So far all we've gotten is a pet, but that's okay. A pet and me having absolutely zero idea what the heck I'm doing. Anyway. I gotta get back to, oh, I did it again. Gotta get back to actual grinding, but that is just amazing. That is just amazing. Ooh. Huh, I had so much energy about an hour ago.
A single general remains. You must make haste.
Awesome, Zetsu. That sounds like a lot of fun, to be honest. I really need another shelf. I need another bookshelf to put my books on.
What brings you here? Farewell.
You too, Vicky. Take care. Hopefully we'll see you next time, or another time, or tomorrow, or... Ah yes, IKEA, Swedish for impossible to read instructions.
The flow of darkness abates. It seems you truly are the heroes of legend. The aspects have already gathered and await your arrival. Go now.
That is a wicked looking axe. Oops. I think I learned that one. Well, as long as it got done, right? As long as it got done, it's all good in the end. Didn't want to do it. Gotta do it. Gotta resort to a little bit of sugar and caffeine. Or this is... Whew. Whew. Or this is going to be the most boring stream of all time if I don't resort to some sugar and caffeine. Well, good luck with Clutch, said Johnny. I sure hope you get it. I really like it.
Then truly...
I was lucky enough to get it a few times.
Not necessarily. I believe. Yes,
It's like dropped for me like 3 times already, so
might work.
it's definitely somebody else's turn.
The focusing iris.
Oh, not an energy drink, just some Dr. Pepper.
May allow us to converge the magical matrix contained within the dragon soul.
Just something to take some ibuprofen with
We can find
and keep my energy levels up for streaming.
against him.
I sense danger. It is a trap, carefully made for us at this crucial moment.
We have no choice. We must have faith in our allies.
Then I will open the way into the eye of eternity. You must
Ooh.
not fail, heroes. The future of Azeroth
hinges on your actions.
Oh, well, I'm certainly glad that money's become less of a problem for you, Zetsu. It's as someone who has had his own problems with money for quite some time, I definitely understand that.
Even with the aspect of time on your still green just yet, little pups. We'll cleanse this world of your kind. You'll not leave this place alive. Not swagger all you like. You pups don't stand a chance. Flee now while you can. You crossed the storm, cowards!
Yeah, that, you know, bills and rent are the big thing. It's one of the things why I was really happy to get into subsidized housing, and even though I'm on a fixed income, it certainly makes it a heck of a lot easier.
What brings you to me, mortal?
Praise the Titans. They have returned.
Not entirely unexpected.
Yep.
The flow of darkness abates.
Excellent. We
It
will
seems
begin
you
the ritual
truly
at
are
once.
the heroes of legend.
The ritual will
The
take
aspects have
much from
already
us,
gathered and
as it
await your
requires
arrival.
a very
Go now.
piece of our being. We will be with you to break
Good luck.
Hey, Mr. Fictionary. I haven't talked to you in a while. It is going fairly well.
Burden falls to you.
I've been really sick the last week, but I could not go any longer without having a stream, even a short short one.
Speak to me when you are ready to begin.
Doing a little bit of mount farming and seeing what drops, and yeah, it's going to be a bit of a shorter stream, but I'm hoping to do a later one after a hockey game I got coming on in a couple hours here.
Loktar, friend. What is it you wish? It is good to see you again, Alexstrasza. I have been busy in my absence.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Setsu. I love to stream, and I love streaming for you guys especially. It's we've got such a great community going here.
Bent only to my will. It was a
Hey, I understand, Mr. Fictionary.
process.
It's
They are my clutch no
it's
longer.
definitely
Bring them down.
understandable. Thanks for dropping by, and the VOD will be up as soon as the stream's done, so feel free to watch later. You can see how things go. And it's a short one, so you can do something in the background while it's running for sure. Yeah, health is important.
I am out of range. I need to get closer.
Nice.
It is too far away.
I intend to do a fairly long stream tomorrow, because I feel bad about missing so long, so I figure we'll do a really nice long stream. And it's viewer content day tomorrow, and right now, leveling our intrepid hero Viratnalunda, the arms warrior who fights for the Glorious Alliance, is winning. So we'll probably get in a whole whack of leveling on her tomorrow.
It is too far away. I need to get closer.
Again, health permitting, I'd like to do one a little bit later tonight and then a really long one tomorrow. But we'll see what happens. In any case, thanks for dropping by, Mr. Fictionary. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, or later tonight even. Thanks, buddy. Have a good night. So I've been doing a bit of research, guys. I'm not finding a lot in the way of commercial music that I can play from a 1 to 110 stream. I found some really nice royalty-free music by a guy named Technoax. I thought I might play in the background, but you know, for 60 hours it might be a little bit, since it's not, you know, widely known or widely popular music, it might be tough to do that. So I think I have a solution. I might try it out tomorrow during the stream. Oh yeah, Deathwing. He likes to run his mouth. But they all do.
It is done.
All of these bosses do.
Our power now resides within the dragon soul. Our fate lies with you, Earth Lord. Farewell.
I will not fail you. I will not fail this world.
Thrall's a bit of a boaster too. I'm gonna take you down, Deathwing. Just gonna let this cutscene go while I take a drink here. Got to get my energy up because one more boss and it's back to the dreaded spine of Deathwing. Green Jeebus, the laser shaman.
Fear causes hesitation.
We are the Horde. We are always ready.
It's not tragic to die.
Bring us in closer.
What you love.
All ahead, fool. Everything depends on our speed. We can't let the destroyer get away.
It is too far away.
You best be ready for a real.
Our engines are damaged.
Yeah, hopefully we get ashes today.
4, 3, 2, 1. I am out of range.
All hands to battle. Monsters away from the ship.
I need to get closer. Four, 3, 2,
Just guessing where the Twilight Onslaught's gonna be. Oh. Yeah, I'd sure like to get at least something today, you know?
2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. Give them up.
I am out of range.
I think I might have gotten some of that.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. Give
these days, I'd love for them to do cinematic for losing the fight. You know, make it mandatory so that you can't. If anytime you lose the fight, you got to watch the cinematic. I think it would stop.
I need to get closer. 1.
Beware.
Everything on the armored drake.
I think it would help people to concentrate on the fight.
Looks like I'm doing this myself. Good.
I need to get closer.
But I wonder if you're good enough to best him.
Hello.
Yeah, a new Warcraft movie would be really cool. I don't think you're going to get anything more accurate because it doesn't matter how quote-unquote accurate they are. There always going to be some, there has to be some change because you're talking about, you know, tens of thousands of years of history that they've got to go over. And in a 2.5-hour movie, it's just not possible. I mean, maybe if they were to do it as a TV show where they've got, you know, 22 episodes, an hour long each, they could do a much better, more accurate look, like a Game of Thrones type setup. But, whew, let's do this, everybody. Everybody ready for the Beware dance? Here we go. Gosh, I hope I get this first time. I'm gonna seem awful silly if I don't. Beware, beware, beware. I know, I know. Trust me, I'm a lore junkie too.
Don't worry about me.
I need to target something first.
Ain't you foreigner, Darini?
Okay.
Beware.
I do not have a
Beware.
target.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
Yes, we got one.
Beware. 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 Beware.
Two.
Beware. 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 Beware.
3.
Beware.
Guys, that's my mother texting me.
Beware. Beware.
I gotta wipe the fight and take that call. Sorry. I'm gonna mute my mic here. Sorry about this, guys.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
3, 2,
Beware. 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 Destruction.
4,
Beware. Beware. Destruction. Beware. Beware.
I am out of range. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
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 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. Destruction. Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. 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 Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I have many, many wares.
haven't gotten a text from her in like 5 minutes, so I'm going to assume that that conversation is over. Or not. I figured as soon as I gave up, she would text back. Okay. That should be the last one. Sorry about that, guys. I did not expect to hear from my mom today because I talked to her earlier.
Fear causes hesitation. And
Again,
hesitation
ready for the beware dance.
Don't worry about me. Stop
I
the
need to
destroyer.
target something
And
first.
shoot Falana, Darini.
Okay.
Beware.
Come here, you.
Beware. 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 Beware.
1, 2.
Beware. 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 Beware.
Again, really sorry. 3.
Beware.
About that beware dance. I thought it was dead.
Beware.
So I figured it would stop soon.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
4.
Beware. 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 Beware.
5.
Beware.
Fire beware.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
6.
Beware. 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 Beware.
7.
Beware. 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 Beware.
Hey, Games Reaper, how's it going? Can't talk much. Spine of Deathwing.
Beware. Beware.
8.
Beware. 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 Beware.
9.
Beware. 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 Beware.
I am
Beware.
out of range.
Beware. 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 Beware.
I need to get closer.
Beware. Beware.
I am out of
Beware.
range.
Beware. 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 Beware.
Okay. So I got, what, 2 on me now?
Beware.
Hey, Fizzle, how's it going, buddy?
Beware. Beware.
3.
Beware. Beware.
So that's actually 4 or 5, but we're going to call it 4 or 5.
Beware.
Doing the beware dance, everybody.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
That's going to be
Beware.
6.
Beware. 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 Beware.
That's going to be 7.
Beware. 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 Beware.
That's going to be 8.
Beware. Beware.
On, 1 more.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
There we go, that's going to be 9.
Beware. 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 Beware.
Come here, you hideous amalgamation.
Beware. 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 Beware.
It is too far.
Beware. 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 Beware.
Sorry about that backup music, everybody. It's unintentional.
Beware. Beware.
turn it off here. That's just my phone going off. Okay, so we got...
Beware.
2, 3.
Beware. Beware.
I think so. I think it's a Queen cover.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
That's what, 4.
Beware.
I'll tell you about it here in a second.
Beware.
That's 5.
Beware. Beware.
I think that's 6.
Beware. 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 Beware.
That's 7.
Beware. 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 Beware.
It's gonna be 8.
Beware. Beware.
That's gonna be 9.
Beware. 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 Beware.
Come on.
Beware.
Hideous amalgamation, come on to me. That came out wrong.
Beware. 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 Beware.
Got it. Whew. Whew. Okay. Fixing a new shelving unit. Good to hear. Good to hear. It is a Queen cover. It's actually... I'm going to get you a link to the video. Here, give me a second. I'll get you a link to the video for that song because I really like it. Just going to check to see if there's a mount in here. No mount. So we're going to Alt-Tab. And we're going to find the song. Ren, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're doing good. Now, obviously, I can't actually play this on stream, but there's no reason I can't link to it. So just so you know, this is the song I assigned to the ringtone for my mother. It's a cover of a Queen song, I do believe, by an artist known as Foxes. And it was done for an episode of Doctor Who, where they were on a replica of the Orient Express in space. So everything was all authentic to the 20s, but they were playing a cover of a Queen song. Glad to hear Germany's treating you well. I am more than a little sick, but I've been away for a week, so I couldn't go without streaming for at least a little bit today.
For you have more than earned the right.
Although you may want to hurry.
Now, if this video gets flagged for that, I give up. You know, this video gets flagged because I have a ringtone that's a song in the background. I give up. That'll be it. That'll be the end of my streaming career. Never again. Yeah, it's actually a really cool episode. It's called The Mummy on the Orient Express. It's really good.
I will bring you closer to the enemy. Seek safety there when the fight becomes too intense.
I need a target.
I will charge you with arcane energy to blast your foes.
Yeah, YouTube banned incoming. it would be silly.
What comes to pass will never be
Yep.
undone.
Yeah, Rip Cop. Rip Cop's streaming career. Because my phone went off. There's some wicked weapons that drop from this guy. I mean, look at these stabs. Even his sword. That is a wicked looking two-hander. It's the same sword as this, it's just a two-hander instead of a one-hander. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I really like Capaldi's Doctor. One of the... I know! That staff. Two of them dropped, so I mean, like... You know, Dragon Soul gets a lot of a guff for being a horrible raid, but it's really well done. It was around for far too long, but that's kind of the fate of any raid that's an end of expansion raid.
Good luck, friend.
One of the things I really liked about Capaldi's Doctor Who, just to, you know, completely off topic with Warcraft, is he was a fan of the series. So, and you could really tell that he was a fan of the series with the love and the reverence that he treated it. Very similar to David Tennant. You know, both men who grew up watching the show. Now, if you guys are just joining us, we're doing just a quick little mount farm today. I've got to take a break for a few hours after I'm done here, and then I'll do some gold farming later. But we're using a website I found that kind of plans it out to make it more efficient. Oh, Eccleston. Yeah, Eccleston is cool. I like him. He had an attitude to him, and he was the one who brought it back. You know, he was that doctor who was the one who came back. It should be interesting when the pardon me, the new series launches with the new showrunner, because they've done something that is controversial-esque, I guess. I don't know, that doesn't bother me personally, but in that they've cast a woman to play the Doctor for the first time. One of my favorite lines of Eccleston's is in that when he met Charles Darwin, and it's right near the end of the episode. Spoiler alert. He's in a basement filled with these gas creatures that are going to kill him and, you know, inhabit his body and all that stuff. And he starts talking. He says, I saw the fall of Troy in World War V, and now I'm going to die in a basement in Cardiff. Just the irreverence alone is just super charming. Yeah, Jodie should be fantastic. I hope... I don't know enough about Chris Chinbell, the new showrunner, to say I hope she's going to be fantastic. I'm a bit worried about the new format, because they're going to 50-minute episodes, 5-0. Instead of 44-minute episodes. They're going to 50-minute episodes instead of 44, so the episodes are going to be 6 minutes longer. But that really messes with the way TV shows are set up in North America. Because the way they're done in North America, for every half an hour of TV programming, 22.5 minutes is program and 7.5 minutes is commercials. So for every hour, they like to have 15 minutes of commercials, right? So a 44-minute show is perfect for them. Oh, do you notice that I got Streamlabs? I was looking into that while I was sick the last week. I don't have donations on because I don't want to. I'm not a professional streamer. I don't like to take money for something that I don't feel is of a quality that deserves it. It may be something that I look into in the future. And again, I barely scratched the surface of Streamlabs. But, you know, I mean, here, while I'm on the flight path, I might as well go there. Show you all what it looks like, what the little thing I have set up is. Yep, awesome fan art. That's all I ask. Okay, where did I put it then? Under that. Oh. I didn't know you could merge those. Maybe that's where it is. That's what it looks like when somebody subscribes on YouTube now. And I'll just switch over to my Twitch one, which apparently can be merged with YouTube. I'll have to do that later. That's what it looks like when somebody follows on Twitch. So those two should both be working now. Anywho, well, that's a good time for me to do the standard streamer thing and remind you, if you like the stream and you haven't already, you know, obliterate that subscribe button on YouTube and that follow button on Twitch, and you'll always know when I'm going live. Yeah, I wanted to do something a little bit 8-bit-ish because that seems to be about what looks the best with that. Again, I just barely scratched the surface of Streamlabs. They'll definitely be looking into it more in the upcoming weeks. Okay, now before I get lost, let me bring up the map. Because we don't want Zetsu to have to break out the loss counter. There we go. Oops. And I wound up going the wrong way. Darn it! That's like getting lost. It's just getting slightly turned around and realizing it instantly.
I need to get closer.
Oh, that's cool, Johnny. I do like the Alliance. I just prefer to play Horde because that's what my friends play.
It is too far away.
I honestly don't know what that site's called, Zetsu. I have not made any stream overlays. I think mainly because Metro doesn't use one. I haven't used one. Loktar Ogar for the Horde. But yeah, if you're just joining us, following this guide that I found that supposedly streamlines the process and tells you where to go when for mount farming. So we're following that along, trying to get things done a little bit quicker for our mount farms. Metro is the Jedi Master who taught me the ways of the Force, the ways of the YouTube and Twitch Force.
I cannot do that yet.
That's what people have been saying is new sub races. But I haven't seen anything from Blizzard to say that yet, so... Oh, shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. That's not the portal I meant to take.
I have many lucky doos you like.
Yeah.
Many farewells.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens at BlizzCon, let's just put it that way. Well, since I took the wrong portal, we might as well skip that portion until we get to the end anyway. And try Firelands. Oh yeah, BlizzCon is going to be the shiz, as the kids are wont to say. I managed to wrangle myself a virtual ticket, so I will most definitely be watching it. I obviously can't restream it, you know, for you know, legal reasons. I get enough strikes against me as it is. What the heck? Order my interceptor. That's what it's called. But I'll certainly watch it and you know, do streams right after any of the right after any of the Warcraft parts are over. And we can discuss it. gets in enough trouble for just having his phone ring during his streams for copyright strikes. I don't need to be restreaming that. Blizzard's flagship thing. I get not only get a copyright strike, but I get my account banned permanently. I love you guys and all, but you know, there's just some things a man can't do for his stream audience. See, I thought I had the yeah. Did you hear about that one guy who was running a legacy server? And one day a Blizzard lawyer showed up at his house with a cease and desist order. Just knocked on the door.
I am out of range.
I have absolutely no desire to mess with Blizzard. Just put it to you that way. Yeah, I'm a rebel and all, but there's some things you just don't mess with. Blizzard being one of them. Yeah. I think they were quite eager to show people that they were ready, willing, and able to take the idea of people making illegal servers to the next level. Or stopping people who make their off-brand servers to the next level, you know?
I need to get closer.
Mind you, I guess what happened was, again, this is all third-hand knowledge, so take it for what it's worth. I guess what happened was the gentleman was running the server out of his house in the States. Which, if you're going to run an illegal server, you should at least have the, you know, have the good sense to run it out of a country that's not your own. You know, like I think the majority of people who run the legacy servers get the servers out of Russia because Russia will just ignore, you know, most of the subpoenas and such. Yeah, you see, if you're silly enough to advertise it,
I am out of range.
and I'm not saying you were, Johnny. I'm more thinking about the guy, like I say, the guy who got the Blizzard lawyer show up to his house. You're silly enough to advertise it, then run it from somewhere where they can easily find you and do something about it. You kind of deserve what you get.
I need to get closer. Out of range.
You can understand, we like 90% of the world's maple syrup is made here.
Many deals for
And I mean, maple
friend.
syrup is awesome.
Like you. Farewell, friend of the grumbles.
But I mean, it's like, what's another stereotype related to food? You know, Is it a stereotype that all Southerners love grits? Well, perhaps, perhaps not. All American Southerners love grits, but I mean, that's where 99% of grits in the world are probably made, so it's a fair thing to say that, you know, most of the grits are consumed there. Hey, maple syrup is awesome. I don't know if you've ever had hot, fresh maple syrup poured over snow, like pristine, clean, white mountain snow, but it is to die for.
It is too far away.
And by fresh maple syrup, I mean straight from the tree.
I need a target. I need to get closer.
Okay, something has aggroed to me, and we're not sure what. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh me, oh me, oh my, oh my. There it is.
It is too far away.
Hey, Logic. Thanks for dropping by. How you doing today? First. I honestly don't know, but I'm really hoping that it's not about the void. Yeah, I'd like to see something a little bit more colorful, and I'll tell you why. I remember after Cataclysm, or no, Mop. Yeah. After Mop, everybody and their dog was saying that the Legion was next because of what happened in the Rathion quest. And Blizzard totally, you know, juked everybody out, and all of a sudden we got Warlords of Draenor, which was good. You know, it shouldn't be predictable, I guess, is what I'm saying. I mean, the same thing happened with Mr. Pandaria. You know, everybody thought after Cataclysm that the Legion would be next. And it wasn't, which again was good. We got a bright, colorful expansion because we'd had so much darkness and so much evil for so long. That it was nice to have it as a change of pace. I am sicker as sick can be, but I've been off for a week because I've been sick and I didn't want to lose any more time streaming. So I decided to man up and do a quick bit of a stream now, and then after my hockey game is over, I'll try and stream again.
Yes, I smelled them too, Red Limb. Outsiders encroach on the Fire Lord's private grounds.
It's, you know, Terran Zoo is not incorrect when he calls it a race war.
Punishment.
Johnny. Yep. I mean, I'd like to see another thing where we get that kind of sheer beauty to it, you know? Like, to me, Mop was just so visually striking compared to Northrend and all the Cataclysm zones. So I would really love to see something like that.
Begin to lose. Kill the page, Lord of Fire. It hurts.
You know, and that's fair, Ren. And that is a very common belief right at the moment. And you know, it being the prevailing belief, it's probably true. That's probably what's going to happen. I like it when Blizzard surprises us. I like it when not everybody knows what's going to come next. You know? So, yeah. Yeah, Mop was just so visually gorgeous. It was absolutely amazing, and it did a lot of things really well. And there were a few things that didn't go right for it. Yeah, aesthetically, absolutely. There was a lot of things that didn't go right for it, but I think what did go right for it kind of really catapulted it so far up. Before Legion, I would have said it was probably the best expansion. Not necessarily my favorite, but the best. Come here, you car, the ever-burning. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
I am out of range.
Oh yeah, chair. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Zetsu, for sure. Like I say, I'll be happy with whatever Blizzard gives me because, especially after Legion, but even before that, I totally trust them. But especially after how amazingly they knocked it out of the park with Legion. I totally agree, Ren. I think, as I said, if before Legion came out, I would have said it was easily the best expansion.
Stop now. Once I have slow disturbed creatures of flesh, now you will burn.
I have many, many wares.
I always forget what this crystallized firestone is for. I always just sell it. You know, Legion, I think, again, there's a difference between personal favorite, and we've talked about this a few times, but there's a difference between favorite and best, right? And not a lot of people make that distinction, which is why you tend to get a lot of people who talk about, you know, Burning Crusade is the best, Vanilla is the best, Wrath is the best. You know, objectively, you can see that none of that is true. Like, you can look at all the stuff that was introduced, what its legacy was, all that kind of stuff. It makes a difference.
I need to get closer.
Oops, hit the wrong button.
It is too far away.
Darn thing there, and you
I am
picked
out
me
of
up.
range. I need to get closer.
Wait a minute, molten eggs? How are there molten eggs again? I killed the molten eggs. Listen, you flame druids. I killed all of you twice. I killed all your birds twice and your eggs twice. Go away. Okay, now I can read the thing, chat again. That was breath of fresh air. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, Ren. Mop was such a breath of fresh air from Kata and from Wrath. Okay? You know, BC had a different feel to it, but there was such a heaviness to Wrath and Kata that it was nice to have that fresh air of Moth. I'd like to see that again, especially after WoD and Legion back to back. There's that heavy, mean, nasty. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know what they're going to do about the artifact weapons because they're so powerful. I've said for a long time now, I think how they're eventually going to explain it is being on Argus and so much Fel energy, they're corrupted and is destroying our artifact weapons. They have to take them away and like put them in stasis until they can do something to fix them, right? But at the same time, if they do that while people are still trying to progress in raids, well, you know, it's going to be a problem. Because there's so many abilities on there, they're going to have to make them all baseline. Yeah, you know, I know what you mean, Zetsu. But the thing is, we're not done with the Burning Legion even after Antorus. Because we still haven't killed Sargeras.
It is too far away.
Come on, give me your mount, give me your mount, give me your mount. Mount, mount, come on, mount. No mount. Like I say, we didn't finish off Arthas. Well, we finished off Arthas, but we didn't finish off the Lich King. So I think, as I was saying, sorry, I was looking at something there. We didn't finish off the Lich King. There's still a Lich King, so we could conceivably go back there again after him, because there's still Ner'zhul inside that helmet, corrupting or trying to corrupt Fordragon, Bolvar there. So we could go back to him. I think at some point we will have to go after Sargeras. There's just so much unfinished business, right?
I need to get closer.
I would think so. I mean, they suggested in the whole Rise of the Lich King thing that he was that he was dead, rather.
I am out of range.
So, I think in order to get rid of Ner'zhul's soul being trapped in that helmet and that armor, we would have to destroy the Lich King's armor, like, completely. Right? I think Ner'zhul just realized that Arthas was going to take control and there was nothing he could do to stop it, so he ran away rather than died. But I mean, we'll see.
I have many wares.
That being said, who knows? I could be wrong. Ooh, I got. Well, at least I got a little cat.
These find good trails.
Beg for mercy now, and I may yet allow you to live. Well, heroes, what is your answer?
Yeah, Zetsu, that could be a way that they do it. Oh goodness, I think I'm just gonna finish off Firelands here because we're having so much fun talking about stuff, and you know, I've only got 45 minutes. I don't really want to do a bunch of mount farming, so we'll just finish Firelands off. But then we'll go on to the next bit. Yeah, you know, what I've been thinking is that, as I say, the whole uh, being on Argus has corrupted the weapons, and what's going to happen is we're going to discover a cache of artifacts from Argus, right? And those will be our new artifacts. Yeah. As I said, Ren, I don't think we're done with the Lich King. I know we're not done with Sargeras. Especially if you read the Warcraft Chronicles. I haven't done Volume 2 yet, which I desperately want to. But
It is too far away.
Volume 1 seems to suggest that... see, Sargeras is so much more powerful than any other Titan there ever been. But the Titan, the nascent Titan that's inside Azeroth,
You like?
is more powerful yet than Sargeras. So Sargeras isn't going to stop until he gets rid of it. We'll have to deal with him again.
Many farewell.
Ooh, another pet. Neat. Yeah, you know, that might be. Either that or... See, another thing I had thought was that we've done so much to quote-unquote enhance our weapons. You know, we've been pouring so much extra power into them that they might get rid of them by saying that all that extra power that we put into them is destroying them. It's a cool little scorpion, isn't it, Zetsu? All that extra power that we're putting into it is destroying them. And then to piggyback on what Belialar said was that the only way to save the weapons is to craft them into something else. You know? So maybe we might get to craft them into something else where we don't necessarily lose all the work we put in, but they're new weapons and they've got new tiers and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, logic. That's going to be interesting. I'll tell you right now, I think when the spirits told Vol'jin that the future of the Horde was Windrunner, I don't think he meant Sylvanas. I think the spirits meant Illyria, and I think Illyria is going to wind up leading the Horde.
I am out of range. I need to target something first.
How come I can't target you, Rag? Yeah, it would be a really interesting plot twist, at least in my opinion. A really interesting way of doing it. You know, Lor'thramar steps down and lets her lead the Blood Elves, or even Lor'thramar stays as the leader of the Blood Elves, Sylvanas stays as the leader of the Forsaken, and Illyria is a neutral leader that kind of quote-unquote legitimizes the Horde. Oh, there's a new audio drama? I have not heard it. Oh no. I need to hear audio drama. Okay. Now, back to where I was supposed to go before I went to Firelands. one of the lines that really confused me, that I thought was a mistake, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe there's an explanation for it, was when Ilaria said that for thousands of years she's been thinking of her son. But Ilaria and Turallion have only been gone for, what, 20 years? Hey, Mr. Fictionary. I don't have donations activated because I'm not a professional streamer, so I don't want to take money for something I don't feel is worth the money. I want there to be a quality enough product in my mind that it's worth it. And don't worry about using me as your as something to allow you to sleep. I'm perfectly fine with that. Well, that is kind of a nifty one there. Look at that, the little flame coming out the back. One thing I will say is, I would really, really like... Oh, logic. You're killing me. Yeah, but again, and I understand that, and I appreciate that, Mr. Fictionary, I really do. And, you know, I'm working on something. I don't want to give too much away, but I'm working on something that will allow, if you feel the need to give money, it will allow it. I'm thinking by the time I do my 1-to-110 in November, there should be something available. Before I start taking personal donations, I would like to upgrade my mic at the very least, and maybe my video card, just so that it, you know, for me, I do this because I love it, not for any kind of monetary. I'm an amateur. I understand, you know, and I really appreciate the sentiment of wanting to give something back. I really do. One of the things I have to decide if I'm going to do that kind of thing is YouTube or Twitch. Now, right now, probably 90 to 95% of the people who watch me are on YouTube, but I would hate to commit to YouTube, get donations set up, all that kind of good stuff, and freeze out those people on Twitch, right? And if I go the other way, I go to Twitch, I'm freezing out 90% of my... Yeah, there's more than 1 or 2 upgrades I need. I think what I'm going to do is, once I get... See, I'm due to get a rather large check from the government when my taxes go through in February, March. It probably will come in April, May. At that point, I'll be looking at building a new computer that has much better specs than this one. And at that point, I can look at stuff like a professional mic and that all that stuff. Yeah, donation. Yeah, see, that's all. It's going to be part and parcel of the same thing. Because if I enable donations, then there's the whole, well, why don't you have subscriptions enabled, or on Twitch, or why don't you have sponsor enabled? Because some people prefer to use that kind of thing. And then it comes down to picking again. And at the same time, I have friends who are setting up and just getting started with a company whose whole purpose is to help streamers. You know, and their whole purpose is to make streaming easier for the little guy. and help people out in any way, shape, or form they can. They'll probably not be ready to engage in that way until the new year, so I'd kind of like to wait until then, when I can kind of funnel a lot of my noobness and questions through that and improve that way too. I've been saying for 2 expansions now, I think they should have sub-race as a logic. I've been saying that I think, you know, they should have Tonka Torin, they should have Dark Iron Dwarves, they should have, what are they called? The Chandrilar Night Elves. Nightborn. I think if they allow Night Elves to be Chandrilar, they should allow Blood Elves to be Nightborns. And again, that's going to feed into the whole thing of Illyria coming back, or coming to run the Horde, is because there's going to be this whole other faction that's being added to the Blood Elves, and that's going to be the Nightborn. Right? So, you know, all that kind of stuff. You should be able to be, if you want to be a Wildhammer Dwarf, you should be able to use it, because the things, you know, the assets for it are already in game. Yeah, and again, Mr. Fictionary, it's all baby steps. You know, there's a reason I have time to do this, you know, 8, 12, 16 hours a day, and sometimes do the 1 to 10 streams where I'm here for 60 hours straight. It's because I'm on disability, right? I don't work because I can't work. And that means that, you know, if I do an 8-hour stream, I am often so tired and so just gone by the end of it, I can't do anything else until the next stream starts. I'm physically incapable of doing anything but sleeping. So it's really, really hard for me to do stuff like research and get stuff together and all that. That's why I wanted to have 3 days a week where I wasn't streaming at all, so I could kind of get stuff together. What's turned out to be is that time is me essentially healing from taking it from the stream and the severe tiredness it puts on me. And I barely get anything done. So I thought I would be much further along in stuff like a mic and donations and that kind of thing. I'm not. And you know, but we'll get there for sure. Just bear with me, you know. If you feel you really, really, really need to give something back, you know, and you have a Warcraft launcher, you know, they allow you to gift stuff in the Warcraft launcher, so you could always gift me a month of playtime if you really felt you needed to give something, but I would expect nothing, you know. I would, and I do expect absolutely zero. And I only mention I mention that hesitantly because I know a lot of the stuff there is very expensive. So don't do that because you feel you have to, right? I just mention it because it can be done. I'm going to read some more messages in the thing here while we're zoning in here. Yeah, see, that's probably been the reason why they haven't done them yet, is because they would either have to create a lot of starting zones or a unique intro experience for each subrace, or unlock them at certain levels. But if they unlock them at certain levels, then it becomes,
My patience has reached its limit. I will be rid of
were you
I need
a
to
night
get
elf
closer.
or a blood elf before, and then you turned into a night fallen?
I had hoped to end your lives quickly.
It is a bit of a problem.
More resilient than I anticipated. Nonetheless, your efforts are in vain. It is you reckless, careless mortals who are to blame for this war. I
See, now I'm reading chat and I'm not. Paying attention to the guys on platforms around me. Oh no.
Enough! If you intend to reclaim Azeroth's magic, then you shall have it. Now your benefactors make their appearance, but they are too late.
Where are you at
The
now?
powers
Ah, there you
contained
are.
here are sufficient to destroy the world 10 times over. What do you think they will do to unthinkable? The mortals will destroy everything.
Yeah, you know how they execute it is going to be the big thing.
I did what I had to, Peter. You gave me no alternative. And so ends the Nexus War. This resolution pains me deeply, but the destruction, the monument...
I appreciate that, guys. I really do. And as I say, I appreciate you being patient with me getting stuff like that together. There are a multitude of reasons why it's difficult to put together, as I say. And I love streaming, so I'm just happy to do it right now for your entertainment and for the joy it brings me, right? So we'll get there. It's going to be a long process. Rome wasn't built in a day, as they say.
You need something? Be careful.
I have many lucky doos you like.
No mount yet. You know, let's go crazy. Let's go see if we can get one. Let's go see if we can get one out of Utgard Pinnacle. So I think that's next to my little list here. I've mentioned it a couple times. I do have a link in the description to the guide I'm following. But the link in the description is generic. This is the one I'm following for my character. And I'll give you a link there, just to show you what I'm trying to do in the order I'm trying to do it in. It's a website I found out about watching one of Mad Season's. Thanks, Ren. Watching one of Mad Season's videos there, where he talked about getting mounts and all that kind of stuff, and 42 mounts you can grind daily and weekly, yada yada yada. So I thought, why not give it a try this stream? Thanks, Logic. I appreciate it. I appreciate all your good wishes, and really, I totally credit all your good wishes as being how I got invincible. So, let me ask this, and is everybody here huge fans of Halloween? I'm not the biggest one. I don't know, Ren. That Arthas is cray, man. I'm telling you. But so pretty. "33 mounts, boys and girls. 33 mounts until I reach my next plateau. And get the Fellfire Hawk. Hey, Arcanized. Well, we've been going for... Ooh. Let me just check so I'm sure. Oh, we're only going to go for about 2.5 hours. It's going to be a quick one today. I'll probably go... I'd like to finish this list that I mentioned. That being said, I have a hockey game that's going to start streaming here in 21 minutes. So what I might do is I might load it up and pause it, and then finish the list. Oh, Ren. Oops, where am I going? Where am I going? Oh, down there, that's right. Till I get the Emerald Drake? Okay, let me show you. I need the Onyxian Drake, the Blazing Drake, and the Azure Drake, all three of which we tried to get today. If only it were true, Ren. If only it were true. I would link you a YouTube video that I think is absolutely hilarious. It talks about Halloween. Okay, now I missed that comment that you said about trick-or-treating, Zetsu, so I had to wind it back. Sorry. Is this the entry I want? Yeah, this is the entry I want. Trick-or-treating for Easter? Weird. That's a bit different. Different than when we do it over here in North America, anyway. Well, I'll tell you a little story. A long time ago, in an expansion called Cataclysm, back before mounts were count-wide, I was on a Horde character, and I was doing the daily Brewfest. You could queue for the dungeon at that time. I was doing the daily queue for Brewfest for my Horde main. And at the time I had a Horde main and an Alliance main. So I queued for Brewfest on my Horde main, and you know, the mount's so rare I didn't expect it. But lo and behold, it dropped. I didn't really do Brewfest the year before, so it was really the first time I was there. And the one that dropped on my Horde main was the Ram. So I was feeling pretty good, pretty cocky. And I thought, geez, well, I'm going to log over to my Alliance main. And I did. I logged over to my Alliance main, and ran the thing, and sure as shooting, the Kodo dropped for my Alliance guy. And that is the luckiest I think I've ever been.
Beyond my imagining. I am yours to command.
Now, that's the one story about getting lucky on a mount.
Your first test awaits you. Destroy
Now I'm going to tell you the other one.
invited guests.
I will be happy to slaughter them in your name. Call enemies of the spirit.
Because there's really only been a couple of times I've been super lucky. So, it is ultra luck. I'm fully aware of how lucky I was there. Trust me. So I was leveling up back in Wrath of the Lich King. Yeah, me too.
I am out of range. I need to get closer.
Okay, let me just, I think my next move here is to Hearth. Yeah, Hearth, and then we're going to go do some BC ones. Where was I? Oh, I was going to tell you the second story of how I got really, really lucky on a drop. So, I'm leveling a rogue back early on in Wrath of the Lich King. I don't even think Alduar was out yet. And I'm leveling my Blood Elf rogue. And, I'd been to max level before, because my first character ever to get to max level was my DK. But, you know, I hadn't really done much. And I'm leveling my rogue, and I've got this guild that I really like, and this is the guild I was telling you guys about with the 12-year-old who thought he had a girlfriend. So I'm leveling up, and you know, I'm really enjoying the story of the BC content. And you know, I get to 68 and off I go to Northrend, and
I have many
my GM says, oh, you didn't do any of the heroic dungeons. Heroic BC dungeons, he says, so you didn't do
farewell, friend of the rebels.
Magister's Terrace. He says, you know, a mount drops from there, and a pet. I said, what? A mount and a pet? That is luck. Okay, we're heading for the Raven Lord next. He says, yeah, he says, as soon as you're 70, I'll run you through it. Oh yeah, you asked for my battle tag, didn't you? There you go. Oh, and I'm also going to link you guys something else. This is something I created when I saw all the new social features. So, I created a group for us. A BattleNet group for us. Called the Keystone Cops. So I want you all to feel free to join this, hang out there, socialize, have fun. But that I created for the stream, for us to hang out in and chat. And, you know, if we want to do stuff together, that's where we can gather to do that. Anyway, as I was saying, he says, as soon as you get to level 70, he says, I'll run you through Magister's Terrace. He says, because you like the story so much, he says, I don't think so, Zetsu. I don't think you might be able to. I'm not sure. I know you should be able to join the group. I don't know if you'll be able to do anything together with us, but be able to hang out there. It's kind of like Discord, but it's through the Blizzard launcher. So we can hang out there. I think there's even a voice chat channel. So sure enough, I hit level 70 and I'm all happy, and I mentioned to him, I said, are you going to run me through that? He says, absolutely. And so I'm like, cool. Off we go. Sure as shooting, the Swift White Hawk Strider and the Phoenix Hatchling drop for me. First run. I was like, did you guys want to roll on that? He's like, nope. He says, this is yours. He says, this was your run. You take it. I think there is a voice channel that you can speak on there, Johnny. I'm not in it right now. Again, this is all stuff I'm trying to build up for this stream, and I'm trying to get everything ready for the 1-to-110. I think that I kind of want that to be the coming out party for the stream, because we're going to do it this time. But yeah, no, my GM, he's like, yeah, no. He says, that's yours. He says, give it both to him. And I got. Hey, Nanners. I am feeling a little bit better. I'm still very sick, but I could not go longer than a week without streaming. It's just too much fun. I enjoy it too much. I'm glad you like the story time, Ren. I like to tell stories. He was. I really did enjoy that guild. It was a shame because we never got to the point where we were able to raid. So all we really did was, you know, socialize. Yeah, again, I'm sorry for my voice is a bit scratchy. As I say, trying to keep it as light as I can. But ooh. Ouch. I'll tell you, that was a lot of gold back then. I can remember grinding for my epic flying, and taking the time to maximize my dailies. You know, so I knew which ones would give it, because at that time there was a 25 quest limit, right? Oh, I'm sorry, Zetsu. I was really looking forward. Can you at least join? You can't join?
It is too far away.
The boomstick. But no mount. Curses. Next up, Ashes of Alar.
Trinkets, yes. Pretty trinkets. Power in.
Hey, at least you could fly fast. That, yeah, I suppose. I remember back in, I remember Vanilla or Burning Crusade, I can't remember which one. But I was in this guild with this guy, and it's essentially a leveling guild. And he had to stop playing WoW. It wasn't a financial thing. It was I think he was going overseas or something. There was some reason why he couldn't log on to North American WoW. But he said, I want to keep my sub active. He says, so what I'd like you to do is, I'm going to give you my login details. And he says, I want you to take over the guild while I'm gone. I felt bad about that. I'd never led a guild before. After he left, everybody else left, so I basically just left the character alone.
Many deals for a
Just out of curiosity, you say. For no other reason, you say. Uh-huh. I'd have to look. It's been a long time since I've looked at the store. I do have a few of them. There was a time when I bought every single one of them.
good fortune to our friend.
Let me see. Oh, I have the store in game again. Ah, darn it. I always forget that. Let's have a look at the mounts that I do and don't have. Okay, I have the Sky Reaver, I have the Dragon, I have the Wind Steed, I have the Bloodwing. Yeah, so the ones I don't have are the Warforged Nightmare, the Mystic Rune Saber, and the Luminous Star Seeker. Those three. I don't remember if I've got the Grinning Reaver or not, but I don't know those three I don't have. Ooh. Nobody's conquered the towers at the moment. Yeah. You know, Ren, if I didn't have a hockey game coming on in 4 minutes, I probably would. Actually, that's not true. Because I haven't. Not in that one, anyway. Normally, most instances that I go in, I do tend to do that. Hypothetically speaking, huh? Oh, jeepers. Well, they're all really gorgeous. Let's see. I'm gonna have a quicker look. Ooh. Well, I would take any of them if if I ever got around to getting them. I would take any of them, but I think it would have to be either the Warforged Nightmare because of how nice and flamey it is. It would go really well with my Paladin, plus anybody in my party could use it. And the Mystic Rune Saber because he looks identical to the pet my hunter's got, only he's got a saddle on him. So either of those I would be over the moon with. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Gosh darn it. Where are you at? Stonebreaker Hold. I'm going to do something really quick here. since neither the Horde nor the Alliance technically controls the Bone Waste at the moment, that means I can actually do a quest. And this quest is a PvP quest, but it's also a max level quest. It never goes down.
You come get the voodoo.
So I still get almost 20 gold for it. My quest log is full. Boo. Boo to you, I say. Boo. Gotta be something I can drop. I'll drop that and pick it up again later. I love this quest because it never goes.
Spirits be with you now.
It's always available. You know? And it's always a max level quest, so you're always going to get the 20 gold for it. So I'm just going to sit here for a second. Oh, Yanar. Gosh, I hope I got that right. Oh, that is a good idea. The Luminous Starseeker is quite gorgeous. Honestly, I would be happy with any of them. I forgot that changed. Well, don't feel obligated to play on the US side, Zetsu. As much as I would enjoy running a whole bunch of stuff with you, it's totally not necessary. You know, I would hate for you to be paying 2 subs just so you could hang out with me and the people in the stream, but at the same time, we'd be more than happy to have you. Anywho. I'm just doing this really quick because I never get to do it. And because I know it's worth. There we go. Plus, it's so easy on a PvP realm. On the other hand, it's good that you made a US account, because now you can hang out in the Keystone Cops room and chat and talk to people and socialize outside of the stream. Okay, enough fooling around. I'm gonna head on the flight path over to try my luck with Ashes. And I'm gonna go do something that will probably bog down my internet a little bit, but don't care. Okay, so I'm just gonna be AFK for a few minutes while I'm doing it. Bear with me here, folks. That's true, Zetsu. You can play a trial account absolutely all the way up to 20. I consider my my Windwalker here my main. I try to play all my toons as much as possible. Right now I only have 14 level 110s. Even at that point, it's really, really hard to maintain any semblance of equality. You know, the top three toons that I play are on this realm: my Windwalker Monk, my Frost Death Knight, and my Retribution Paladin. I'm trying to kind of bring some of my alliance characters up to their level, but as I say, that level's not exactly super duper high either. I mean, I've seen people who have like 940 eye level. It's just ridiculous. And that's just the people I've seen. I've heard that there are people who are decked out in like 950 and up gear. It's just ridiculously more powerful than I could ever be. So I turned the hockey game on, I paused it. So we're going to get this list done, and then I'm going to go watch hockey for a bit. And I think what I'll do is let the so I might not do the later stream after the hockey game. I might still. I'm completely undecided about it simply because I don't know how tired I'm going to be. Yes, hopefully Ashes. Come on, Ashes. That's what we're hoping for, Johnny. But we'll see. We're going to finish this list at the very least, because there's not a lot left. We've got Ashes left, we've got Fiery Warhorse from Attunement, and then we've got the Panther and the Raptor in Zul'Gurub. So we can do this. Well, thank you for the positive vibes, buddy. I'd love to get Ashes because it's so far away from everything else. Oh, this is the Vitreous Stone Drake. This is the one I got from Stonecore. Speaking of first, it wasn't the first time I'd ever run Stonecore. I'd never even seen it drop until this, but it was the first time I'd run it and what had planned to be a whole bunch of runs of it. And it just dropped for me on stream. Thanks, Nanners. Appreciate that. Should be pretty quick, Zetsu. Yeah, I love it too. There, I'm an Evil Doctor one. Oh yeah, yeah. It was really cool. I couldn't believe it just dropped. You know, you never expect stuff like that. I wonder. I'm just clearing this guy just for luck's sake. Because soon I shall be riding him. soon I should be riding your ashes there, Alar. Mwahaha. That's a gorgeous axe. Okay, I'm an evil doctor. I can try and remember that, but my memory's not so good these days. I will try my best to remember. See if I can, yeah, dodge around these constructs. Now, I think I actually went the wrong way. No worries, buddy, no worries. Yeah, it used to be that you needed two client sets. There was my buddy Siler lives in the UK, played on the US with us for a long time. He had a workaround where there were two, I want to say INI files, but I don't think it is. I think it's WTF files, but there's a file where your realm list is, and he found a way to work around it back in the day, so that all he had to do was change that file, and he could play in the US, and then change it back, and he could play in EU. You know, a layer in the shape of a maple leaf might not be bad, Ren, but I'll tell you a secret. My favorite animal, I don't know if I've mentioned this on stream before, I probably have because I love them so much. My favorite animal in the entire universe is sharks. So I'd love to have a giant robotic shark. Yeah, size and awesome guy, Nanners, you know. No. I didn't even have to fight the Ashes boss, but...
My people are addicted to it. But the endings made manifest after the sun rose.
You can go straight to Kael'thas.
Welcome to
Yeah, we have lasers in his eyes, right? I'm an evil doctor.
stop it. No one can stop me now.
A freaking shark with freaking lasers.
Let us see how your nerves hold up.
And I would make it say,
4,
"You're littler than me, get in my belly."
1.
Prepare yourselves! Persevered against some of my best advisors, but none can withstand the might of the blood hammer. Behold,
4, 3, 2, 1. I cannot attack that target.
Capernian will see to it that your stay here is a short
4,
one.
3, 2. I cannot attack that.
The Sindori reign suit.
Well done. You have proven worthy to test your skills against my master
4.
engineer.
I cannot attack that target. 1. I cannot. I need a target.
As you see, I have many weapons in my arsenal.
I need to get closer.
Nice. So many friend requests. Okay. Come on, Kale. Whew. Quit it with the chain stuns, you three.
No. I will not.
This is why I hate this fight. It takes too long.
More perils await.
Sometimes one must take matters into one's own hands.
Dalamor Chanal. I have not come this far to be stopped. The future I have planned will not be jeopardized. Now you will taste true power.
Four, three, two, one.
Come on, Ashes. Does not appear that Ashes dropped for us. Okay, next. Looks like Karazhan. Yes, next time he'll drop for sure. Next is Karazhan, then ZG for those two mounts.
I have many, many wares. Farewell, friend of the Grummels.
Okay, let's see if I missed any messages here. Manners linked something over on Twitch. Let's see. Aw, sad frog face. Yep. I sure hope so, Mr. Fictionary. Oh, wait. I'm getting silly. Going the wrong way again. Whew. Let's see. Shattrath, Caverns, Crater, Karazhan. Maybe a Toonman will be nice to us. Fiery Warhorse. We got our fingers crossed for this one too.
It is too far away.
Nope. No Fiery Warhorse from Mr. Attunement. Next time, Attunement. Next time. Or, I'll get you next time, Gadget. Next time.
I have many lucky doos you like.
Okay. Yeah, me too, Nanners. I think it's so cool that they have the entire instance here. You can fly over. Johnny, blood DKs are the most overpowered spec in the game right now. Like, literally. Like, I'm gonna link you a channel here. Just give me a second. Oh yeah. This is my buddy Metro does this channel along with a couple other people, but he's always streaming there. It's called One Legion TV. He mains a blood DK. He streams on YouTube and Twitch. He is extraordinarily skilled. Oops. thing you have to remember about blood is you don't need a healer, okay? Because whatever damage is done to you, you heal. Because you're always healing. All your damage heals. Now, once you get to a certain point, your damage becomes insane as well. Like, your paladin tank will probably have more damage, more straight up damage, but it's a glass cannon. It desperately needs a healer. But your blood DK will just destroy. I have no idea, Ren. I have no idea, Ren. I could... Hang on. Let me find one video for you before I start this little gauntlet here. It's probably from a couple of months ago, or a month and a half ago. Just to give you an example, and I know it's PvP, but this video I'm going to link to you is Metro soloing a 40-man raid, essentially, with his blood DK. Like, he's farming Alliance. Well, not all at once, but he's farming Alliance, and there's so many of them. So many of them.
It's too late for you. Too late for all of you.
Okay. Now, I'm just trying to remember where these guys I want to kill are. So bear with me, folks. Okay, so Bloodlord Mandakir I want to go and get, and High Priestess Kilnara I want to go get. Okay. I think I go this way to get to Bloodlord Mandakir. But yeah, if you watch the video, you'll watch him farming Alliance. And they're trying to race past him, they're trying to kill him, they're trying to do whatever they can. Eventually, the only way he got stopped was Asmongold came with a whole bunch of people all at once. Oh, jeepers. The rocks. The rocks. Why did it have to be rocks?
I need to target something first.
Oof. You,
Where are we going today?
you better get that recovered then there, I'm an evil doctor. I really shouldn't oversell it like that, but he is doing insane things with his Blood Death Knight. And he's since gotten way more geared. Like I say, that video is fairly old. He's gotten a lot more geared since then. Let me just see. I think I go up this way and around. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. Then so you didn't have any max level characters or anything like that. You got me last time, Fire Tikis. You're not getting me this time. Well, they got me once. That's okay, too. So you don't have any, like, mounts that, you know, you work really hard to get or anything like that, so that's okay. Yeah, Metro is literally, I don't mean to oversell the man, but he's literally one of the best WoW players I think I've ever seen or even heard of. So in other words, you bought one of the racial mounts, saved up and got one of the racial mounts. That's not so bad.
No, you don't. Useless. Hear me out with the memory of my sister.
You would have to probably create a US account to do it, Mr. Fictionary. Sorry about that. Anywho, I do believe that is the entire list from Simple Armory in, let's see, 3.5 hours. That's not bad, considering I also added on a couple mop ones. If I did the Throne of Thunder as well, it would probably be a good 4 hours for the whole thing. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Well, no mounts dropped for us today. To do a complete mount run, yeah. The two mounts that dropped from Zool again are the Zulian Panther and the Razishi Raptor. Raptor and Cat, yep, absolutely. Although today, I did spend 120k and finally get this mount, the transmog one. And I did get my BlizzCon ticket, so I've got that, the Darkmoon Dirigible. Or not Darkmoon Dirigible, the Orgrimmar Interceptor, I think. Yeah, Orgrimmar Interceptor. Here, I'll show you what they look like. Here you go. Here's what the raptor looks like. Oh, nice, Setsu. Okay, that is the armored Rizishi raptor. Bloodlord Mandikir. Yeah, I already got my my Hallow's End one. I got that one a while ago. And now I'm looking for... There you go. And then this is what the Panther looks like. There you go. That is the Swift Zulian Panther. I forget when I got that Headless Horseman. I thought it was. I thought I farmed for it for like 6 years, but I could be wrong. Let's have a look. Yeah, I got the Horseman's Reigns in 2011. So 6 years ago. That's 7 years into the game. I was farming for that for a good long time. Okay, Mr. Fictionary, okay. Thank you very much for the donation. Whatever realm you want, Zetsu. In the description there is a list of characters I've got, what level they are, and what realm they're on. The one I'm on right now is Firetree. It's where my main is, but it is a PvP realm, so, you know, there can be a bit of ganking. Oh, no worries, Illogic. Glad to help. So, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of PvP realms either, Zetsu. The only reason I'm on this one is because it's where my buddy Metro played. Siler used to play here too. Okay. Now, just give me a second here, guys, because I'm going to bring something up. I am. Hey, no worries, Zetsu, and don't even worry about buying the game right now. You know, pace yourself. I understand tight money. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna go and watch hockey. I just linked a buddy of mine, Siler, in both streams there. I'm gonna start hosting him right away, and I'd appreciate it if y'all went and gave him a shout out and said, let him know I sent you. And oh, so yeah, about that Lua lady. Really sorry. That was harsh. That was a harsh one for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna go and watch some hockey for a few hours, and I'm hopefully gonna come back later. I don't know how many of you will be around. Hopefully all. But I'm actually feeling really good. Thanks, Mr. Fictionary. We'll see you tomorrow. But go give Siler some love over there on Twitch, and let him know I sent you and all that good stuff. And I want to thank everybody for dropping by. I really enjoy being back streaming, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Thanks.